What's going on, guys? Tendai here, back with the Shot Clock Scribbles. In this part of the pod, I'll be giving my early season predictions on accolades and leaders. So, what does that mean? I'll be talking about who I think is going to win MVP, who is going to lead the league in assists, rebounds, points, coach of the year, who's going to make it out of the West, who's going to make it out of the East, and so forth. So, this shall be fun. I won't break down every single category to a T, but I would definitely give my vote of who I think should be in that category. All right, so let's start. First thing is first, MVP. I have SGA winning MVP next year. The big men have dominated the last couple of years, Jokic and Embiid. But I think this upcoming year, they give it to a guard. I think he's going to win it next season. He's going to be coming off for his, so look out for that. Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert just won this one, and number 2 in line was Victor Wembanyama. He thought he deserved to win Defensive Player of the Year. He really picked it up in that second half of games as far as him getting more minutes, getting more chances to show what he can do on the offensive end and the defensive end as well. Rookie of the Year. A lot of people have Zach Edey winning this one, but I have Matas Bazilis in Chicago, man. I think he's going to be Rookie of the Year for these simple reasons. Yeah, he's a highlight reel, but I think he's actually going to help the Bulls win some games. It is the East, so it'll be a little easier than the West. Look out for him. Most improved. My guess is going to be one that you guys probably wouldn't see coming, but he just got traded to the Hawks from the Pelicans last season. That's Australian guard Dyson Daniels. He only averaged 6 and 4 last season for the Pelicans, but this third year, he's going to be looking to get more points. He averaged around 22 minutes per game last season, but with this Hawks team, they're very high-powered, offensive-driven first team. I could see him averaging around maybe 30 minutes per game. As far as his points per game, I think he'll probably be around the 17 mark and 5 rebounds this upcoming season. Career-wise, he has shot the ball at a 43% clip from the field and 31% from 3. Keep an eye out for Dyson Daniels. I think he's going to light up the league. Next guy is 6th Man of the Year. Naz Reid took this trophy last season from Malik. Of course, Malik got hurt towards the end of the season. This upcoming season, he'll be looking to add to the Kings' offense coming off the bench. He led the league in the whole NBA in points per game at one point. Malik, man, he is looking to thrive again under Mike Brown's offense. Next category is points per game leader. Luka led the league last season with 34 points per game. I think this season he's going to lead that category again. It might honestly even go up. Points are up in the NBA in general as a whole. I think this upcoming season he averages around 36 points per game. So only 2 more. Assists per game. Who's going to lead this category? I think it's going to be Tyrese Halliburton. He already led the league last season in this category. He's going to do it again. Rebounds per game. I have Rudy winning this category. Last season, we all know it was Sabonis that led the league. Last season, Rudy averaged close to 13. He was very close with Sabonis as far as being the leader there, but Sabonis notched him off the top spot. I think that with the Kings adding Debo, who averages around 4 rebounds per game, Sabonis is going to get knocked off this leaderboard. Next category is first coach to get fired. I have Chauncey Billups. Last season, the Blazers were worst in the West with a 25% win average, which is absolute dog shit. Of course, Damian Lillard, a lot of players moving now. They still have Jeremy Grant and some other pieces around them. Sharp, who I think is actually going to be better this upcoming year. Bro, like these guys are not getting it done. And of course, development is not really showing as far as some of these young players for their G League team, really. And I just think they're going to be bottom of the West again. And a couple games in the season, I think the Blazers are going to kick the can down the road and just let them go. Next category is most points per game. I have Luka in Dallas winning this category. He had a 73 piece in Atlanta last season, the team that actually should have drafted him, but they did that swap with Trae Young. Not so sure if it would be as high as 73. It might be. We'll see. Kobe was the last one to have 80 points in a game several years back. Luka was sniffing that last season, but we'll see who ends up getting this one. Some other notables could be Kevin Durant, Booker, Damian Lillard. These are guys that can go out and get their own. Karl Anthony Towns had a 60 piece last year. Steph Curry had a 60 piece last year. A lot of teams that ended up scoring like that caught an L that night. All right, next category is best team record. I have the Celtics being in this category to win it. Last season, they were 64-18, which is a 78% win average. Pretty damn good. If you're looking at this, I think they lose slightly more games. I think their record is going to be around 60-22. Still win the Eastern Conference as the top dog there in Boston. Next category is worst team record. I just talked about Chauncey Billups. This category belongs to the Blazers. Next, playoff points per game. SGA will win this category. He's so crafty. He gets to the line. He makes it look so easy. He averaged a little over 30 points per game in the playoffs this past season. Probably going to be around 34 this upcoming playoffs. Those guys are going to be fighting for that Western Conference Finals and looking to play Boston in the finals, if of course Boston makes it to the finals. But that is my prediction there. Next category is Western finalists. Who's going to come out of the East and the West? You know what, guys? I'll go back to my earlier prediction before the finals started. I had the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Boston Celtics. I just think this matchup between Boston and Minnesota is going to be a must-watch TV. It probably goes more than 5 games that we saw in the NBA Finals this past season. That is a wrap on these categories and who I think is going to win each category. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and make sure you guys tap in with the Shot Clock Scribbles. I'm on YouTube at Tendai, Tendai 530, TikTok Shot Clock Scribbles, and Instagram Shot Clock Scribbles. Make sure you guys comment below if you think I got some of these right or I got some of these wrong. Let's hear it. All right, guys.